I already predicted the first semifinal and everyone started hating me, so may as well continue the trend until you despise me. Let's predict semifinal 2. What's up, you fools? Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. We talk Eurovision all day long, so make sure to subscribe to our channel. And as I mentioned a few days ago, I predicted the top 10 countries that will qualify from the first semifinal. And guess what? We're going to do the same thing right here, right now for the second semifinal. And a lot of people are saying that the second semi is the tough one, and I tend to agree. This one seems rough. And there's lots of good songs, which is good. We want a lot of good music, but that makes it a whole lot more difficult to qualify. So what I'll do here right now, first of all, I will share my top 10, not my personal, that will look very different, but the 10 countries I will think will qualify. We will also put forward the 10 countries that the team ESC United, so our team members, believe will qualify. Then we'll have another set of votes from the readers of ESC United, and last but not least, the betting odds. So the betting odds have also been included in our overall score. More on that later. Let's go for this real quick and see which countries we believe will qualify. Alright, here we go. Keep in mind, these predictions are really just based on pre-rehearsal time, right? Things will change so much once they start getting on stage in Tel Aviv, and things will go up and down. Every year it happens, so take this with a grain of salt. So, based on my personal ranking, I took many different things into consideration. Of course, the jury vote, what juries usually like, what the televoters tend to go for, as well as who is in the semi. Are there any friendly votes, any less friendly votes, that kind of stuff. The first semi had a lot. It's even keel, I found, is there was not as much natural support. It was a really good allocation for the first semi. Here I see a few countries that will benefit from a good amount of friendly, neighborly, diaspora, whatever you want to call it. So let's go for this one by one. Let's see which country I believe will finish in first place. And this is tough. This is tough. I do feel like there is man, this is tough. So I was going back and forth. I'm just going to be honest. I think it will be a battle between the Netherlands and Russia. I think those two countries will battle it out for the top 2. This is not just about song quality or anything. It has a lot of other external factors that come into play. So I was going back and forth. Why? What can I do? So what I'll do is I go by the information that I have at hand. And here's the thing. Russia, this is a good semi for Russia in that sense. They have a lot of support. So in the televote alone, they'll get a pretty good head start. They have Azerbaijan, they have Armenia, they have Lithuania, they have Moldova. So there are a bunch of votes that they can already count. I'm not saying all of them will be 12, but some of them will be. Latvia on top of it. So there is a good head start that Russia will get in this semi that didn't have the luxury as much the previous year. So based on that, and I do know that Sergei's team, they will put forward an amazing staging. And that is no doubt, right? The song will then match with the staging. With the Netherlands, number 1 in the betting odds, for a reason. The question is, can he bring forward a staging that'll be just as impressive? That is the big question mark. We don't know as much about Duncan. We don't know if he's going to be that comfortable on the big stage. It's all fairly new to him. So there are more question marks. I'm not saying negatives. I just don't know as much about him. So I can only go by with what I know. Therefore, Russia, I am actually predicting, as of right now, to win this semi. Let's take a look at what our team at ESC United thinks. They believe that the Netherlands will actually win this semi. Then, moving on, the readers of ESC United also think this is the Netherlands' year. They're going to win this semi. And last but not least, the Netherlands, also number 1 in the betting odds as of right now. Keep in mind, people look at different betting odds. I did the one that is the who is going to win one, and also looked at the who will be in the top 10 of that semi, and I combined these two different betting odds and created the one that I am using here, just so that people don't complain. That's how I arrived at these. But as you can see, I'm the only one putting Russia in first place as of right now, other than across the board, the Netherlands as of right now. But not as a big surprise, as I just pointed out, this could easily be the Netherlands taking over. Since I don't have all the information and I don't know what's going on with them, I'm putting them in second place. Hopefully they'll get their you-know-what's together in Tel Aviv. Second place for now for the Netherlands based on my prediction, not my taste. Not my taste. Then the team ESC United believes Russia will finish in second place, so they just flip it around what I did. So close enough. Although the readers of ESC United, guess what? They believe Sweden will be in second place. Sweden always a force to be reckoned with. So no surprise there, I guess. Then the betting odds, as of right now, if you combine these two polls, Sweden still in second place there as well. Very interesting. So, a little bit so it's between Russia, Netherlands, and Sweden according to the prediction so far. Let's see what's going on. My third place, based on prediction, I agree with the current trend. I do believe Sweden will be in third place. I actually predict, as of right now, that Sweden is the potential jury winner. Once again, I do believe that this could easily win the jury vote. Probably not the televote, but we will see. So as of right now, I think Sweden will be in third place. That lines up with my team, who also believes Sweden will be in third place. So far, we agree. Okay, the top is a little easier to predict, I find, than the ones that are a little further lower, so we'll get to that. The readers of ESC United, we have the same top three. Russia in third place, just a little lower what I put it. And then the betting odds agree as well, Russia in third place. So as you can see, as of right now, Russia, Netherlands, Sweden, from what we are seeing here, will battle it out overall in the top three. But there can only be one winner, one second place, and one third place. We'll find out who it's going to be. Plus, there are plenty of other songs that could easily just squeeze in. But that's where we are right now based on the predictions. Now, who do I put in fourth place? I believe that Switzerland can easily finish in fourth place and bring home one of the best results in many, many years. Switzerland will have a huge televote appeal. Absolutely, and I expect them probably be at least in the top three in the televote if they're going to figure out the staging, and I think they will. I could see a similar, these kind of songs, we see it every year, don't go as big with the jury. Still fine, like a sixth place, something like that. So that's why I'm putting them in fourth place. My team at ESC United, they believe Azerbaijan will be in fourth place, so they're coming into play here as well. The readers, they agree with me, Switzerland in fourth place, and so do the betting odds. Switzerland, fourth place. So far, so good, right? It seems a little bit more consistent here, but I think this is where things start going a little in different paths. Starting with me. Hear me out. So, just like I did with my first video, you know there are at least one or two songs that come out of nowhere that no one saw really going high up in the betting odds. And sometimes you just go with a hunch. Sometimes you just look at songs that previously just did really well with the juries or the televoters, and you put them really high. I know things will not be as clear and cut as the betting odds make it out to be. So here is my surprise fifth place, and that is Denmark. Once again, hear me out. A lot of people are like, are you out of your mind that high? I do think that Denmark will do much better than people think. Denmark song, for sure, huge jury favorite. I can see them just falling in love with that thing. If this comes across well with the televoters, this could go way higher. In addition to that, with Sweden voting, with Norway voting, with Germany, so many countries that tend to be very fond of that kind of music, whether it's the Netherlands, Austria, Switzerland, all these countries could potentially give Denmark a good amount of points. I just have this inkling it's going to do much better than a lot of people think. So, as of right now, Denmark, I'm putting in fifth place. What? So let's move on. The team ESC United says Switzerland in fifth place. So far they're following up there. Switzerland really high up, top 5 with them as well. Then the readers of ESC United, no surprise there I guess, with Azerbaijan in fifth place. Readers and Team ES United are pretty consistent, just slightly different orders. And then the betting odds, actually higher than the rest of us, put Malta in 5th place. None of us put Malta as high, so there's a little bit of a discrepancy there, but I'm sure it'll happen soon here. 6th place for me, Azerbaijan. This song to me just really screams like a song that's going to do well, both with televoters and juries. Potentially 5th, 6th place with both of them, so I feel very comfortable putting them in 6th place where they are right now. In 6th place for the Team ESC United is Norway. KEiiNO, Spirits in the Sky. Interesting enough, the readers of ESC United agree Norway as well in 6th place. And the betting odds, as of right now, also saying Norway in 6th place. So there's a little bit more consistency with them. Not so far on my list, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. 7th place. Who finishes in 7th place according to my prediction? Malta. Malta is going to qualify. The juries tend to vote for Malta every year, and this song is just very televote friendly on top of it. I'm a little worried how they're going to stage it and how Michela is going to perform this one. That seems to be a song that's a little bit out of her element, but it's going to go through. 7th place is the least. Yeah, it needs to be. Yeah. I feel pretty good about Malta at 7th place on this one. For our Team ESC United, they're putting Armenia in 7th place. So do the readers. Armenia in 7th place. They're so consistent. It's crazy. And then the betting odds, they say Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, 7th place. Looking good so far. Looking good so far for Chingiz there as well. Who is in 8th place on my list? Moi, just me. I put Armenia there. Srbuk song to me, I mean, it's going to qualify. I would be shocked not seeing this one in the top 10. I don't have it as high as maybe some people, just because I don't think it necessarily has the biggest hook. It's not as memorable as some of the other pop songs, but it is it's not generic, and I think that it has its place, and it just needs to be staged well and really has its moment. But I just see Armenia in the top 10, 8th place in my predictions. And who else? Plus, they have also good amount of support in the televote, right? They get some points from Russia. They have a lot of diaspora in Netherlands. It'll be fine. It'll be fine for them. Then the Team ESC United put Albania in 8th place. Jonida, they're confident that she is going to go through. And guess what? The readers agree. 8th place for Albania. Man, this is boring between these two. They're almost identical. And then the betting odds, on the other hand, they agree with me. 8th place for Armenia with them. So, interestingly enough. But this is where it gets tough, especially at this point. I didn't know what to do. Anything from, especially my 9th place to, 14th could switch around significantly. There going to be a lot of countries fighting for the remaining 2 spots. I feel as these 8, I feel a little bit more confident as of right now. The rest is going to be tough. So the country that I am putting in 9th place based on my prediction is Romania. Romania usually qualifies. I know we all know they failed last year, but just by a hair, right? 3 points. So they're always a threat to qualify. And I think this time around they're going to squeeze through. Once again, I do believe, kind of like last year, that this will be more of a jury pleaser rather than a televote pleaser. So for televotes, this could potentially be out of the top 10, 12th, 13th place, something like that. But I do see a 6th, 7th place with the juries, and it'll drag it up enough so they can squeeze through. So Romania is my prediction for the country finishing in 9th place. Now, Team ESC United says Malta will be in 9th place. A little lower than I put them, but still in the top 10. Good news for Malta. And guess what? Guess what? The readers agree. So Team ESC United and the readers are almost identical. Flippin' boring. But hey, that's how it goes. At least they're on the same page. Then in 9th place with the betting odds is Denmark. So Denmark also expected to qualify according to the betting odds. Definitely lower than what I had it, but that's not a surprise because I'm taking a chance there. But I'm glad that I'm not the only group that thinks that this is going to go through. I think it's going to do way better. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. So, there you have it. 9th place for Denmark in the betting odds as of right now. So, this is the official borderline qualifier. Who do I think will just squeeze through? And this may come as a surprise to some, which is especially crazy because I love that song. But I just have a weird feeling. It's Norway. KEiiNO, Spirits in the Sky. I want this to qualify. It is the most fun party song of the year. It feels like it. It is so fun. But I am nervous that the juries will not go crazy over it. We saw a little bit in the national final that they only got one 12-pointer. We don't know how high they were with the rest of them. But it just doesn't sound like a jury-friendly song to me. I do feel as it's going to get enough points to be in the top 10 with the televoters. Plus, you know, they have Sweden, they have Denmark, and they get points from like Germany and a bunch of others. So I'm not too worried about that. It just comes down to how many televote points will they get. And I just have a feeling they're not going to get as much as I want them to, but still enough to squeeze through and make it to the finals. Once again, I want them to qualify. Don't take it as I don't like that song, because it's one of my favorites this year. I'm just saying, there is a thing about this one that could potentially end up in non-qualification. I hope I'm wrong, though. But I still think it's going to go through. But who is the borderline qualifier for? Well, guess what? The readers and the team agrees on Romania. So 10th place for Team ES United and 10th place for the readers. So Romania squeezes through there as well. But who are the betting odds saying will be the 10th qualifier, the one that just gets in barely, but enough to make it? North Macedonia, yes. If you believe the betting odds and combined stuff that I did, North Macedonia could potentially actually make it. That would be great news for them. It's been a long time. We want to root for them. So North Macedonia, according to the betting odds, finishing in 10th place. So before I give you the full, I'm going to combine these results because we ranked all of them from 1st to 7th or 18th place. I want to tell you exactly who my 11th through 18th place was, so you can get a little bit more context there as well. So the country I'm putting it in 11th place is Austria. Austria, to me, it's not going to be enough. They're going to fight for it. They can do it. I'm not counting them out, but I could, as I said, anything between like 9th and 14th place, I could see qualifying. I just didn't know where or what. Austria has potential to qualify. I'm putting them in 11th place for now. I do just see a big jury push for Austria this year. I don't think that this will be an immediate televote grabber, but if Austria qualifies, I think this is more of a grower and it'll do well. It's got a few points from Germany and a few points from Switzerland, right? But it just won't be enough to really make it all the way. In 12th place, as you can see, North Macedonia fighting for it. It all comes down to Tamara's performance. I still can see Tamara easily making the cut. But I also take into consideration that North Macedonia always, or almost always, butchers the staging as of late. So that's why I'm putting them only in 12th place for right now. But I'm hoping they're going to go through. Lithuania is going to be in the top 10 with the televoters. Lithuania is in a great semi with the where they get a lot of points. Ireland is voting. United Kingdom is voting. Latvia is voting. There's so many countries where Norway. So there are so many countries that they often get votes from. And that alone will get them into the top 10. I just don't see this one as a jury pleaser, so I think it won't be enough. But I'm not counting that one out either. Again, top 14 for me. Albania is another shocker that people think I'm going to put down because anyone who knows my taste knows that Albania is way higher in my ranking. I just feel that this one will be overlooked by the televoters and potentially by the juries. I don't think that they're going to gather enough points to squeeze through, but it's still on my radar. It's still on my radar. I just, had to rank them somehow. I'm just really nervous about Albania. It just, with that much competition, this could unfortunately flop, which would be unfortunate because it's the only song in this semi that is in a different language, right? And non-English language. Croatia has a few parts here and there, but for the most part, it's also in English. But this one, just in Albanian, it needs to qualify. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I'm putting Latvia in 15th place. Again, it's going to benefit from a big of a jury push there. Could be like in 8th place with the juries, I think. But is a potential last place with the televoters. It could be like Malta 2017, where it finishes like, what, 7th, 8th with the juries and then 0 points from the televote. That could be Latvia's fate. I hope not. I like that song. And then Ireland in 16th, I just don't know if it's so sweet. I just feel it's going to be too safe in the middle and not going to gather enough points to leave an impact. As of right now, Croatia, I don't see this one going anywhere with the televoters, but I do see maybe a little bit, but I don't even know with the juries, because there are other ballots that I think that will be a little bit more significant. So I do have a hard time with Croatia going really high this year again. I'm putting Moldova in last place right now in my predictions. There's a good chance that Moldova will not be last in the televoters or jury vote, but then the combined votes could bring him back down completely. I just don't see this one picking up a whole lot of points. Overall, get a few points from Russia and Romania, but other than that, I'm a little worried about them. So this is how I rank them, again, pre-rehearsals. Now it's time to look at the overall ranking. So I combined my results, the team results, the readers' results, and the betting odds. And here is the official prediction ranking pre-rehearsals from ESC United. Netherlands in first place, I was overruled there. Russia second, then Sweden, Switzerland, Azerbaijan, and then Norway in sixth, Armenia in seventh, Malta in eighth. Denmark, I probably dragged up Denmark a little bit with my 5th place, but the betting odds are kind of with me on that one as well. And then Romania is the borderline qualifier going through to the finals. That means Albania finishes in 11th place, North Macedonia in 12th place, Lithuania 13th, Austria, Ireland, Croatia, Latvia, Moldova. So as you can see, this is the official prediction pre-rehearsal list. I don't know what to call it. You call it whatever you want. But this is what we arrived at. What do you think? Do you agree with the overall results? Do you agree more with mine? I know I took a few chances and risks here. I always do. Things will change once rehearsals come around. But let me know. Who do you think is going to actually win the semi? Do you think everyone is off with Netherlands and Russia will be there is a surprise first place, or another surprise non-qualifier / qualifier? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I would love to hear from you right here, right now. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good whatever.